I'm really happy that this happened. I feel like I can talk about this. I can talk about this. There was a one so anxious that I can't move. Okay, next question, next question. Hey, what's up you guys? Stephanie here, back at it again with another video. So today's video, I wanted to do a Q&A. Put on my Instagram story, ask me anything, and I also decided today to tweet out if you guys had any questions for me to just at me. Let's see what we get into today. I've already looked at some of them and not gonna lie, like already like, okay, I'm gonna say this. But a lot, like it's pretty much just gonna be like in the spur of the moment. I feel like also a lot of these are probably really repetitive. If you didn't see my last Q&A video, it's like one of my first videos on this channel. A lot of these questions I pretty much answered on there. For example, what got you into anime? I'm almost positive I already answered that in my first video. Ooh, let's go with this one. Okay, so Chill with Will asks, have you seen the new MHA movie? If so, what are your thoughts? Okay, so I actually did see the new My Hero movie. It just made me feel like I need to catch the fuck up on reading it or watching it, because I also already got spoiled on Twitter for some shit, which I'm not gonna spoil you guys, but I'm like, fuck. The story is kind of going in a way that I didn't expect it to. But honestly, thoughts on the movie, it was really great. I love the plot. Honestly, I was a little tipsy because we went to a movie theater that was serving alcohol, and guys, I'm not an alcoholic. I have like one drink if I go out every now and then, and not gonna lie, I was comfy in the chair, so I may need to rewatch the movie. But all in all, I thought it was really great. I love the new character. What was his name? The character they introduced, Roddy. I'm pretty sure it's Roddy, however you want to pronounce it. I really loved his character so much. Hold on, let me confirm that it's him. Yes, Roddy and Pino. Oh my god, I love them so much. I feel like obviously you're watching the My Hero Academia movie, you're already watching for the cast that's already there, but Roddy was like, it was a really nice refresher, like at least for me. Listen, I haven't caught up on the manga, so if he's already been introduced, my fucking bad. But I really love his little plot line and him taking care of his family. You feel that shit in your souls. I feel like with most anime movies, like yes, there's like that one big plot and you know, like bad guys versus the good ones, but I feel like there's always that like underlying lesson or story that's what I connected with more. And obviously the fight scenes were great. As time goes on, like it only gets better. I'm looking forward to catching up on My Hero, because not gonna lie, I have been neglecting that series a little bit. But my final thoughts on this My Hero rant, I say go fucking watch it. Don't let the fan base scare you, the My Hero fan base. Just get into it, enjoy it, let yourself enjoy it. I think it's a great movie, a great date night movie, you know, anime couples, you will enjoy that. But anyway, how to deal with anxiety. Okay, so before I answer this, I'm not an expert, I am no therapist, I'm no psychologist, but I am someone who has dealt and continues to deal with anxiety. Literally yesterday, I don't know, it's so strange because sometimes it comes and goes. Sometimes I feel like I'm on top of the world, and then there will be literally one day that I don't know what it is that I did differently. If maybe I didn't get enough sleep, or I'm just overthinking the hell out of everything that I have to do, and I make every task just way bigger than what it actually is, to the point that like I feel so anxious that I can't move. Literally yesterday, the way that I dealt with it is like, you know, I already did a couple of tasks like cleaning my house. I did important homework assignments. Like I don't really need to do more than that. I always love to take advantage of the day like to the fullest, and I will fill up my fucking schedule every day, because I feel like a lot of you can relate. I just have really big goals and dreams, and I feel like in order to accomplish them, I have to be big myself, in the sense that like I need to be disciplined, I need to work hard, and sometimes that gets overwhelming because I have a job being a content creator, and then on top of that, my other job is being an online student, full-time by the way, also being a friend to somebody and a sister. It's a lot of things that just like pile up, and I'm trying to learn how to balance everything so that I don't lose myself. I feel like a big part of dealing with my anxiety is just literally relaxing, just chilling out, taking time and not necessarily isolating yourself, but just being by yourself, I feel like really helps me, like just recharging in my own energy. I know it probably sounds a little strange, people may have different ways to deal with it, but also it's been a long journey in terms of my anxiety. I had such bad like social anxiety, right? That's what you call it. Like I'm pretty sure I already said this in my last video too, but I'll repeat it again. I would literally be in public at, like, let's say for example, food court in the mall with my mom and sister, and I would literally not be able to eat because like I'd be shaking so hard because I was so nervous. When I get like nervous or anxious, I shake, and it was so bad that like I literally felt like incapacitated. I'm like, I just want to be normal, I just want to enjoy life. And honestly, I feel like what it really takes is a lot of mental fortitude, telling yourself to try and unlearn these things. I really had to tell myself, I'm like, no, I don't want to be like this. I identified the problem, and then from there I'm like, okay, how can I solve it? So I feel like dealing with anxiety, obviously therapy will probably help, and you know, talking to someone who is a professional. But if you want my advice, I would really say understand that you have the power and you are in control. You decide what is happening, you know what I mean? Like I feel like anxiety makes you get this sensation that you're not in control, and that's why you kind of get that weird feeling. Like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like a weird feeling in my chest and in my stomach, like just this whole area I get that weird feeling. So I would just say try and relax, do something to cleanse your energy, and listen to music that will calm you, watch something funny, you know what I mean? That's just what I would recommend. Take what I say with a grain of salt. I would definitely recommend going to a therapist or something like that. Also, one last thing before I finish this question, I definitely would recommend just like fitness. Like I know that sounds really bad, it's not the cure to everything, but I just feel taking out whatever energy, like just expelling it and taking it out in your workout, or you know, like sweating it out kind of, like I feel like that would really help. But then again, everyone's different. That's just personally what I would do. But yeah, let's get on to the next question. Okay, how did you meet Alitha and Valentina? So this is funny because I haven't met Valentina. I mean, I'm sure I think we both live in Miami, but no, I haven't met her. We're just mutuals on Twitter, but love her. But how did I meet Alyssa? It's actually, we met, but we didn't really like hang out until like a year, I think a year after we met. So essentially she was at AX 2019 and so was I, and my account was still pretty small back then, but me and my friends, we recognized her, asked her for a picture, and then I tagged her, and then we just started following each other. And I don't know, like it's one of those things that it just happened. Like it's one of those things that just flow so naturally that I feel like it's kind of meant to be. I don't mean to sound sappy, but like I really do appreciate her as a friend. And yeah, I mean, I went to go see her in Vegas and the rest is history. How often do you look at the sky? Pretty much every day. Oh, someone asked, have you ever thought about practicing martial arts? Well, yes. I don't know if it's one of those things that it's too late for me now. I've always thought about taking classes like jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai. I actually took Muay Thai when I was a freshman in college. It was only a few classes though. I'm not there at all. I just learned like some grappling techniques, but I feel like my strength and my power is very much in my legs. So I feel like that's why Muay Thai might be good, but who knows, maybe I just need a good teacher or something. Okay, next question. What ancient beast did bears evolve from? I may need an encyclopedia to answer that question. But until then, let's Google it. It says that the bears evolved from a family of small mammals known as the Myacids. There you go. How's it like being recognized by your work IRL? I feel like this person's referring to my OnlyFans, but my OnlyFans is essentially like my cosplays and stuff like that. But if I'm assuming like that's what you're gonna talk about, but I'll be like general with it, like my cosplays, OnlyFans, YouTube. I don't really get recognized like that. If I'm going to a convention, like one or two times like I have been recognized, but I really don't think that I'm that poppin' yet, or like my pages in my community isn't so big that like I will get recognized when I go out. I kind of like that, But I mean, when it happens, like, people are just really cool. I mean, I actually also had someone recognize me from my Twitch, so I feel like when I get recognized, it's from different things that I do. It's not necessarily like just my OnlyFans or just Twitter or just like my Instagram posts. But I don't know, when I do, people just call me like Cyberstephanie, and like they're pretty cool about it. I mean, there was like this one, I feel like I can talk about this. I can talk about this. There was a one classmate that I had when I was still going IRL to university that was just like, after, because I really didn't like, at least before, giving out my Instagram, because I'm like, I know people are gonna just act really weird when they see I have an OnlyFans, because especially in the beginning days of OnlyFans, like everyone was just like, oh, she's gonna post porn and do nudes, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it's like, I don't do that. So when people already are thinking that that's what you do, like, they can get a little weird, or they can look at you in a different way when it's just like, I'm just making content. It's still me. Like, I'm just making a profit off of pictures I take and videos I make, you know? And whether or not they were nudes or porn, which I don't even do those things, like, I feel like it shouldn't matter. But anyway, there was this kid who I just wanted to be his friend, and I guess he wanted more. And then when he found out about my OnlyFans, like, it just got really weird, and they were like wanting like a free trial and like being weird about it, and I'm like, But like, when things like that happen, like, you just distance yourself, you know? Like, it's just like a one-time interaction. But I mean, I haven't really had, besides that, like anything negative when I do get recognized. So hope that answered your question. How's your dating relationship life been so far? Do you plan to do more song covers and music? So I do plan to do more song covers and music. I actually just invested in a really good mic and audio interface, so I'm gonna be setting that up soon, and we're gonna be making covers. Listen, I'm no Beyonce, but I really like my voice, and I love singing, and I love just like making music. So if other people really enjoy it and you guys will be willing to listen, that's what I'm here for. So please expect that soon. To answer your other question, how's your dating relationship life been so far? So I don't really like to talk about my personal life, but I will share like in broad general, you know, like, it hasn't been bad, honestly. I mean, I was in a like pretty long-term relationship, and honestly, I feel like I've just shifted into this mindset where even if things don't go my way, I learn a lot from it, and I learn a lot about myself. And I feel like from the time that I've started taking my pages and just, you know, personal brand on the internet seriously, the dating and, you know, whoever I've been talking to or whoever I've been interested in that time frame, it's just helped me grow as a person, and I would say it's pretty great. I mean, I know a lot of people, you're probably, I mean, I won't assume, but they're probably asking this question because it's like, oh, how does being kind of popular online or having an OnlyFans, how does that affect dating? I feel like dating already has its own challenges, whether you're have an online presence or you're completely off the grid. It has its own challenges, so it's just how you navigate it and, you know, learn through the mistakes. I mean, all I'm really happy about is that I'm happy. I make myself happy. I don't need anyone to make me happy. I already give myself everything that I want and could possibly need. So I feel like when the time comes to be with the right person, they will only be adding on to and complimenting me. I don't need anyone to fix me or change me or complete me. Yeah, I mean, dating's been cool. Dating's been whatever. It's been fun. But honestly, my life focus isn't with dating, you know? Like, if someone that I'm interested happens to fall on my lap or come my way, like, it's great, it's fun, but, you know, like, I'm also 21, so if I don't find my future husband or wife in like the next 6 months, like, it's not gonna be bad. But I'm having fun with my friends, having fun with people that I meet, so we're Gucci here in this department. All right, but if you guys have any more like love life, relationship questions, or even just advice from me, I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable. Even though I may be young, but I feel very knowledgeable in that department. I got you. I got some insight. Just because I'm single doesn't mean that my love life is failing. You know what I mean? All right. Naruto or Bleach? Both. Which do you prefer, pirates or ninjas? This is hard because I do like Luffy and I love the Straw Hat Crew, but I'm gonna have to go with ninjas. Estoy enamorado de vos. Gracias. That wasn't really a question, but marry me. Sir, you haven't even taken me out on a date yet. Someone said, you sussy baka. Favorite romance anime manga. Oh my god, I love you, by the way. Cinebarfos. I have a lot. I guess you can call me a connoisseur of the romance genre, but I can't help it. Like, it's just so perfect. It's like, why wouldn't you want to watch it? Fruits Basket could be considered romance, right? I would definitely say Fruits Basket. I know Sword Art Online isn't necessarily romance, but you can't deny that Kirito and Asuna, like, they're like such a core, their relationship is such a core part of the story, so I would consider it kind of romance. I love Sword Art. I literally have them right there on a poster. I have another poster that I have to hang up because it keeps falling. What else? I'm like literally looking at the volumes that I have. I'm trying to think. Okay, Horimiya, that's definitely romance. Oh, I've been watching this new one called Love is Hard for an Otaku. I've been relating to that one. That one is really fucking cute. I have other romance ones, but they're like adult, a little adult rated. Harekon. I mean, this one's like not adult rated, but it's like pretty risque. It's this what is it? It's what's the name? It's not a manga, it's not a manhwa, it's webtoon. I really like reading webtoons too. Let's Play is another good one. I'm honestly drawing a blank. I'm pretty sure I have way more, but those are essentially like the ones that come to mind for me. And it's just like also like in the dark animes, I find romance in those too. Like freaking Tokyo Ghoul, Kaneki and Toka, like those are the ones that I think about. But anyway, next question. Favorite comfort food. Probably sushi, pasta, maybe like some sweets, like maybe some mochi, ice cream. I don't know. I feel like all food is comfort food in a way. Definitely some sushi would be great, or some Korean barbecue. That would definitely comfort me. How did you come up to do OnlyFans? Which is, you guys already know what that means. Because I want to do one too, but I'm insecure. Okay, one thing that I would say for that last statement, that you feel insecure. OnlyFans, I was not perfectly secure in my body when I started, but I just want you to know that the whole concept of OnlyFans is taking content and videos and photos of yourself. So I would just really try and like maybe do a little like self-love journey before you start, or like you don't even have to be fully there, but just like you have to have an internal strength for that, because if the minute someone says a comment about your body, I just want to make sure that you're okay and that you feel strong enough to handle that. I don't know if you mean insecure with like your body or insecure with the content you make, but I feel like definitely with OnlyFans, especially like in this day and age that people say, you know, that we don't have morals, and or that OnlyFans girls don't respect themselves, or you know, like it'll be the most beautiful girl making content and they'll say some shit critiquing her physical features. So I would just definitely say, just really think about this decision and find that I'm sure you're gorgeous and you have nothing to be insecure about, but find that internal love and strength, because you're really going to need it, especially with something like this. That I don't want to say that it's like the hardest thing ever or it's so awful on my mental health, but a lot of girls, like we've talked about it, it can affect your mental health, because it's one of those things that the money, what you earn, doesn't determine your worth, but you can get to a point where you're like, why am I not making enough as last month? Why are those girls making more than me? Why am I not in the top 0.01 when you feel like you deserve to be? Also remember that the money that you make, that does not determine your worth. So if you don't have a great month one time and the next time you have a great one, aside from that money that you make or how popular your page is, like you are worth it and you are valuable. So I hope that helps with that last statement of your question. But to answer, how I came to do OnlyFans was, I don't know, like my Twitter account was growing. I was, you know, getting into cosplaying and my tweets were doing pretty good. So I you know, and some friends had made OnlyFans and they were making a good amount of money, and I was like, you know what, I feel cute. I feel like I have a, you know, a lot to offer. I feel like I would be a great model for, you know, just photos, and I feel like people can enjoy my content a lot. And yeah, like I really didn't know what to expect from it. I was just like, you know, let me set this base price. I'll be uploading consistently. Like I already told myself, I'm like, I'm gonna be doing this shit consistently. I'm gonna be making fire content. So I feel like everything, the exponential growth that followed, it just kept motivating me. But then again, like I would recommend watching my OnlyFans 101 video. I'm probably gonna do an update on that. And I've also been wanting to do a video of OnlyFans versus Fansly versus these other sites, because I am on a few different like paid subscription sites. I hope that answered your question. I do think that I mentioned already before in my last video in more detail how I started OnlyFans. Did you always want to do influencing? So yes and no. We've been watching YouTube for, you know, God knows how long, since we were little, and I don't know, like I always liked it, but I never thought, oh, I could do that. So when I was little, I never really thought of what I would do in the future. I was kind of enjoying the moment, but I did know that I liked a couple of things. I liked art, I loved music. I felt very artistic. Like I associated myself and my brand and my just personality a lot with the arts. But I also just didn't feel good enough. Like I'm like, I don't feel like a good enough singer. I don't feel like a good enough artist. I don't, you know, I loved acting too. I'm like, I don't feel particularly exceptional. And that's what sucks. Like now that I'm like saying out loud, like a lot of the things, like had really good grades. I was very smart. I never, you know, had really bad conduct in school. Like I was pretty much like a nerd. But despite being in so many extracurricular things, like I never really felt like exceptional at anything. But I feel like that also might have been a lack of confidence. So I really didn't know what I wanted to be. Like I could see myself doing a bunch of things. I'm like, I could be a nurse, I could be a teacher, I, you know, like could be like a secretary. Like I knew that I wanted to go to college. I just didn't know for what. I know for the longest time I wanted to go to college for music or for arts, for something. Like I knew that I belonged in a world of creativity and creating things, whether that's art, music, movies, you know, like I just really felt like that's where I belong. And I don't know, like my family was supportive to an extent, but when it came to like what you're gonna do for your career, they were like, yo, you know, maybe have something a little bit more stable. Influencing just kind of happened. Like I just got confident in myself, so then I started taking more pictures and posting them, and somehow, you know, like people liked my face, and I guess they kind of liked my personality too, because they stayed and they tune into my streams and watch my YouTube. I'm really happy that this happened, and it just fits me so well, because I feel like I don't have to be put in a single box anymore. I could make music in my own room, I could make art, I could do all these things, and I don't really have to worry about, you know, paying my rent and whether I'm gonna have food on the table, or, you know, like it's given me this flexibility that I can help my family pay for me to survive, and I could still make my art, which that's all I really asked for from the universe. I just want to be able to afford to be happy and make my art. But I definitely do at some point want not to just be an influencer. Like I do want to have my own business, whether that's selling my own designs or my art. You know, I really want to get better at my art, because it would make my soul so happy if people actually wanted to buy my paintings or my drawings and hang them up. Like that would just really, that would make my heart soar. But I love it, honestly. So that's why we're here. Do you think you'll do a Fubuki cosplay sometime? If you scroll down on my page, I've already done it, but I will probably do it again. Who would you switch bodies with for a week? Listen, I don't fucking know, because I like my body. Like, and I also don't want it to be for like a vain reason, but like, I don't know, maybe switch bodies with like Nikki Reed, so I could experience what it's like being married to Ian Somerhalder. Or I don't know, maybe just switch bodies with Ariana Grande when she's like performing and see how that feels. I bet that feels amazing. I don't know, like that's so I don't really think about that. I like the body that I'm in. Do you play Apex Legends? I think I played like one game of Apex. I just kind of suck. Do you believe Itachi could rule the One Piece world? Maybe. I mean, they got the devil fruit powers, but I don't know how that would fare against like his genjutsu and stuff, you know? Favorite artist? I don't know if they mean music or like actual art, but I'll answer with my favorite music artists. I really have been loving Giveon, Ariana Grande, of course. I like a lot of rock too, so Dance Kevin Dance, Red, Deftone, Evanescence, Paramore, Avril Lavigne. I could go on and on, honestly, but those are like basically who I've been listening to. I like EDM music too. EDM, someone told me I shouldn't say EDM music, but I also like EDM. So Zed, Elenium, Sullivan King, Rez. I like quite a few artists. Just to give you an example. Colors or black and white. Full color photos. Black and white is very cool, but I don't know. I like a little color. What or who got you into anime? I'm pretty sure I already answered that in my last video. Favorite manga anime. So my favorite anime, hands down, Code Geass. You guys already see the symbol. I haven't read the manga, so I'm gonna say for manga, my favorite one is Tokyo Ghoul. How old are you and what was your first job? I am currently 21 years old, and my first job, I did a lot of volunteer work, but my first job was at Hollister, and it was a very traumatizing experience. It was like in the peak of like my social anxiety, and you know, they're like expecting so much from you, and I'm just like, like it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun, because imagine being nervous and then messing up on like the register. There was like not really good training, and like trying to figure things out on the fly. I was like, this isn't for me. Any plans for visiting Mexico? I really do want to visit Mexico so bad. I want to go with my family. I want to have like a girls trip. So we'll see if we go sometime next year, you know. I think I'm fully vaccinated, and obviously I would be safe about it, but I definitely really want to visit Mexico. Waffles or pancakes? I really love both, but I think I'm gonna have to go with waffles. Do you know Spanish? Keep up the best wishes. Thank you. Gracias. Sí hablo español. Mi mamá es colombiana, mi papá es cubano. Sí, so, yo sé cómo hablar español, sé cómo leerlo, sé cómo escribirlo, pero sí quiero aprender otros lenguajes como japonés, mandarin. Sí, quiero aprender como 2 lenguajes más, pero sí hablo español. Entonces, si ustedes quieren hablar conmigo en español, en mi YouTube o cuando estoy en vivo en mi Twitch, pregúntame y háblame en español si quieren, okay? First anime you've watched. So I want to say Code Geass, but no, it wasn't the first anime I watched. It was definitely Pokemon. It was definitely Pokemon or a Studio Ghibli movie. That counts as an anime, even though it's a movie, right? Definitely, oh, Naruto too. So I still haven't finished watching Naruto, but definitely it's between Naruto, Pokemon, and any Studio Ghibli movie were the first animes that I watched. Where do you get your motivation? So I've been watching a lot of videos about motivation, and I think there was like this concept that it was just a very reoccurring thing that everyone talked about. Something about that self-discipline and motivation are not the same. I just feel like I have a very strong will. I want to really associate that with just me hitting rock bottom a bunch of times, getting there and realizing this is not for me, I don't want this for myself, and to never get back to that place and just to continuously be the best person that I could be. That's my motivation, honestly. It's very intrinsic, it's very internal. I've gone through a lot, and it's made me so much stronger, and I built a very strong mental fortitude. That's my motivation. I want to succeed at life. I want to be the best version of Stephanie in this life possible. I want the best for myself. That's what motivates me to get up every day. That's what motivates me to work out pretty fucking often. It motivates me to just work on my art, my content, everything. My motivation is also a really big part of who I am. I pride myself a lot in the hard work that I do and just being motivated to pursue life with intention. Like, I don't want to wake up every day and just go through the motions. I want to wake up with intent and do things with intention. But I know that for a lot of people it's not the same. You probably see life a different way. But I mean, sometimes if you don't have the motivation, you just have to instill self-discipline into yourself. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay, you guys, this video was supposed to be a mukbang for one of my subscribers, Itachi. So okay, for the second half it will be a mukbang. Hold on, I literally, okay, so this is what happened. He, in one of my Twitch streams, he donated like 10 subs and said, I'll donate 10 subs if you do a mukbang for your YouTube, like a sushi mukbang. So I have the sushi sitting in my fridge. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna make the second part of this video a mukbang. All right, we are back. It is now a mukbang. I have my little tray here. So I originally had a rainbow roll and a crab roll, but now we just have 2 tuna rolls. So Itachi, this is for you. Thank you for supporting me and my channel. So this mukbang portion is sponsored by Itachi. Yeah, let's go with that. Nice. I also have some eel sauce here. I also have spicy mayo, but they already put spicy mayo on top, and I'm like, let me not be super indulgent right now. Some good sushi. Honestly, my go-to sushis have to be the rainbow roll, spicy tuna, anything spicy. All right, so now we are going into the Twitter question. What's my dream career? I mean, if you couldn't already tell by like my past questions, I kind of want to be like a bunch of things. Like my dream career is being a cosplayer, being an artist, musician, business owner for, you know, my original design boutique clothing store. But who knows, maybe in 5 years I will also want to design something else, you know? I really don't like to confine myself in a box. I mean, 5 years ago I didn't think I'd be doing this, so who knows what I'll be doing even 3 years from now. But yeah, I guess my dream career is just anything that really fulfills me and helps me feel I'm getting closer to my truer self. Why do we drive in parkways and park in driveways? The world will never know. What are your favorite games? Resident Evil, Yakuza, Street Fighter, any like like Mario Party, Mario Kart. Ooh, I really love the Bratz Forever Diamonds, the Bratz video game. I had the Harry Potter video game. That one was fun too. Those are pretty much my favorites, but who knows? Maybe I'll have a new favorite pretty soon. What made you start cosplaying? Honestly, just my love for anime, and I would always see these amazing cosplays on my Twitter, and I was like, you know what, I want to fucking do that, and I did, and it's really fun and I really love doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing cosplays until I'm old and wrinkly. Favorite show and movie this year? Doesn't have to be anime. Okay, so I want to say that my favorite movie this year that I've seen is probably Free Guy. Oh my god, I want to rewatch it again because it made me laugh, fucking cry. It was great, honestly. And favorite show, I'm trying to think of what I watched this year. I would probably say The Good Place. The Good Place was a very good show. I also really like Squid Games. I know it's like trending or whatever, but I watched it. I really enjoyed it. I would say Squid Games. Startup is like this other Korean drama too. And The Good Place was really, really great. That's it for the questions. So I really hope you guys like this video. The impromptu mukbang, I think, very, very good choice that I remembered halfway through the video. But just want to remind you guys, thank you so much for supporting me and my pages, whether it's my channel here on YouTube or on Twitch, or if you're subbed to my OnlyFans or Fansly, like honestly, or even if you don't, like, you know, you just give me a follow and a like every now and then. I just want you to know that I'm very grateful for your support. It's really appreciated, and I'm gonna keep making content for you to enjoy. Hopefully it helps you escape, you know, your reality for a little bit, and you can have some fun with me, chill with me, relax with me. The content's only gonna keep improving as I grow as a person, so I just want to say thank you if you took the time to watch this video from start to end. With that, I want to say have a great day, good night, wherever you are, sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video.